I'm at Flight's Wine Bar in Leland, and joining me now is Chris Garner, who's the general manager of Flight's and the Joyce Pub Grill, which is located right next door here in the Village is at Brunswick Forest. Thanks so much for joining us, Chris.
Not a problem at all, sir.
Yeah, we're going to talk both about Flight's and the Joyce.
Okay.
First, let's talk about Flight's. This is Leland's only wine bar.
Yes, sir.
So tell me why you decided to bring this to Leland.
I think the market dictated that they needed something like this. We were able to provide a nice fine wine, nice fine entrees and whatnot, and it just seems to be something that's starting to really pick up a whole lot over the last few months and whatnot since I've come on here, and I think it's a great concept. Really.
How long has Flight's been open?
Flight's has been open for about a year and 4 months now. We opened up about a month after the Joyce location had opened up next door.
And both have proved to be very popular.
I'd like to think so.
Yes, because I live in Leland myself, and I come by and I always see people out at the Joyce and at Flight's. And what kind of wine selection do you have at Flight's? What do you specialize in?
We try to feature more high-end wines, the wines that you're not particularly going to go into a grocery store and find. Your heavier reds, some nice clean whites and stuff like that, as far as, like I said, wines that you're not going to see in the everyday store that you can't just go and pick up. And I think that gives us a little unique niche for people to stop in and kind of try some good wines and whatnot and some really good food.
What's really popular right now? What are people coming in and asking for?
We've had a good run with our J-Lore. It's a Cabernet, I believe. And then we've also had a good run with our Mark West Pinot Noirs. Kind of we're in that transition right now between the lighter whites and Chards, Pinot Grigios, and Rieslings and stuff into kind of the season with the heavier reds and whatnot.
So that's pretty popular in the fall.
Yes, sir.
Would be your heavier red wines.
I would think so.
Okay, and y'all also have plates here. You can have dinner here.
We have appetizers, we have a nice array of salads and stuff, and then our entree dishes seem to have really good feedback as well.
Yeah, what are your popular entrees?
One of the very popular ones we've had over here has been our grilled or blackened mahi or tuna. It usually comes with the salad base or whatnot, and then it's nice and fresh and cooked to order.
Yeah, and then appetizers. I'm sure that's really popular for people just coming in to get some wine. That might get a
quick bite. Want to stop in for 30, 40 minutes or so, grab a glass of wine, something not too heavy. One of our spring rolls are definitely one of our most popular options on that one. We've got a bacon wrapped goat cheese stuffed meatball that is one of my personal favorites. And then we've just introduced a couple of new salads and whatnot to try to reach out to that little niche market. If somebody that wants to have a little bit lighter fare.
Right.
And
especially if it's after dinner or something like that. Yeah, what kinds of events do you have going on here? Any wine tastings or anything
we
like
just
that?
recently this past week had a wine dinner pairing. We are able to basically have the luxury of catering our menu specific to those wines so that we can give the customer a very unique experience with that. We've also got a couple of whiskey tastings now timed up that we are going to be having over the next couple of weeks. So for whiskey or bourbon drinkers and what, we have transitioned a little bit more with that winter crowd as well.
What do you have going on? Anything in October, November?
In October 3rd, we have a wine tasting with Empire Distributors and what. They are going to, we've got a specific menu catered for that. And then on October 23rd, we are doing an American whiskey tasting with Heaven Hill Distilleries. And the distiller will be here to kind of give his spiel on his fine product. And we've again catered the menu specifically to enhance the flavors and stuff that you would taste with the whiskeys and all that.
That's awesome. So it's an experience.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
That's what we definitely try.
Our viewers can, I'm sure, go onto your social media website and be plugged into.
We're plugging in our daily specials. They'll always be able to go to that, check out our menu that we have in place that day, plus whatever specials we may be running through the week, or the ability to be able to try out new things for our menu as it changes. We do try to change it seasonally to cater with the weather. Like I said, wintertime you want a little bit more heavier dish or whatnot. Summertime is just more the lighter stuff, a lot more seafoods and that effect.
Okay, and let's move on now and talk about the Joyce next door. So the Joyce Pub and Grill, and it's the only one on the northern end of Brunswick County.
Yes, sir. As far as I know, we are the only Irish pub in this area. Opened up there in May of 2016. We have 26 beers on tap over there. Largest Irish whiskey selection in Brunswick County. And it's really good, just a nice vibe over there. We do live music Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings. We cater with the direct football package and stuff now, so I'm able to reach out to that core crowd. Sundays is definitely the place to be on this side of the river.
And y'all have stuff going on like all week, trivia.
Yes, sir. We do trivia on Wednesday nights, usually movie theme based, and then they bring the other categories and all that from there. Seems to be a good experience. Everybody's really seems to enjoy it. We run it in a 10-week cycle, so the trivia teams that are there all 10 weeks, we bring them in for an extra week, and they have the chance to play for usually a prize equivalent to about $500.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
We try to reach out to make it worth their time, make sure that they get the full experience of what we're trying to build here.
And the music. Tell me about some of the popular bands you've had.
We just recently had Chance Union. They were a very big band, brought a nice crowd and whatnot to the area. Legacy just played this past weekend. They brought in an incredible crowd on that. L-Shaped Lot is one of my personal favorite bands. I've worked with Eric for a long time. And then we just recently have Jeremy Norris booked up as our regular Thursday staple act. So if you like this, that good time, good music, you're going to know the song, you're going to tap your foot to it, it's going to be good stuff.
And you have like a pretty cool outdoor patio for the music.
Yes, sir.
I've come by, going to the grocery store, and I hear music going on, everybody enjoying themselves, and it looks like a good time.
People are having a good time.
Yeah.
They're willing to spend a little bit extra, and like I said, we feel that we're providing more of an atmosphere rather than just a good atmosphere.
Just a restaurant with
Exactly.
a little, corner stage in it. It's
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got some bands that come out, and it's a full production, and they're very professional about it. They enjoy what they do. We enjoy what we do. So if we can put it all together.
How about the menu at the Joyce? How does that differ from Flights?
It is more your traditional pub style foods. We have a very good selection of as far as our apps and stuff. Great salad and sandwich section, as well as your traditional Irish entrees that you would expect to have in an Irish pub. Your shepherd's pie, your steak and Guinness pie, the fish and chips, of course. That's a big one there. Friday nights we do a fish and chip special, and that's the night to get here.
Okay, so fish and chips, this is the place to get it.
Exactly, sir.
Absolutely, for that traditional Irish fish and chips. With
that full flair on that. And then again, we've introduced some certain specials trying to maintain an Irish theme. We've been able to take our bangers from our bangers and mash, and we turned them into an Irish corn dog now.
And I have to mention, actually, the first time my manager Aaron and I went to the Joyce for lunch, it's been a little while ago, but we had this nacho appetizer. Aaron had this nacho appetizer that was to die for.
Pork nachos.
That's right.
That's one of my top sellers there, especially now coming into football season.
Oh, yeah.
Been quite an increase in that dishes.
That's something to check out for sure. Anything else that you want to add about the Joyce?
Like I said, with Irish whiskey selection, we're getting ready to actually bring a couple of Irish whiskeys on tap to this area, and also that should be a good experience. I'm pretty excited about that program. About 25 different bottled beers, the 26 beers on tap, like I said, the Irish whiskey selection, and we're just every day growing as we learn our market, learning how to cater to it. We're trying to bring in what our customers like and what they want.
All right, do you have anything going on event-wise with the Joyce in October?
Have a few, like I said, the trivia on Wednesday nights, our bands and stuff on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings, the package for the NFL, certain games on that effect. We're looking into possibly bringing in like a bingo night to put in place. And trying to think of any other events.
That's about it. So it's consistent.
Yes, sir.
Very consistent. So if you're just looking for a good place to go, it's Wednesday night.
Good place to get that perfect pint of Guinness is where you want to be on that.
Good, reliable, local pub right here in Leland.
Exactly.
So Chris, thanks so much for being with us. And as we close out our time together, tell our viewers where y'all are located.
We're located at 1174 Turlington Avenue in Leland, North Carolina, with the zip code of 28451. Our phone number is 910-408-1400. We are open, the Joyce is open every day at 11 o'clock till usually midnight on weekdays and midnight on weekends. Getting ready to introduce a brunch menu to this area in the next few weeks with the new brunch bill that passed along with the state and all that. So we'll be able to start opening up on Sundays and providing a true brunch experience on this side of the river as well.
Ooh, so that's exciting, and I'm sure our viewers can find y'all on Facebook. And
yes, sir. All the social media, Facebook, Instagram. I don't even remember remember all of them. There's so many at this point now and
Absolutely.
stuff, but
Just search you up, they'll find you.
pretty much you can go anywhere and find us on
All right,
that.
so that's, again, right here in the Villages of Brunswick Forest, which is where Lowe's Foods in Leland is, and right next to the ATMC store.
Yes, sir.
ATMC Experience store. So we're neighbors, and right here in Leland. And Chris, thanks so much for letting us come out and check out
Not a problem.
the Joyce and Flights.
And we look forward to seeing you very soon. Thank you for your
Absolutely.
time.